He may want a big system to put, but you don't have them. But however, you may have other opportunities that you can convince the customer to do in order to be able to what? Minimize his energy use, and then at the same time install a solar system for that. So it's a big opportunity. And the key thing for this thing is you got to document all this stuff. You have to document, because that's the only way that you can prove to somebody that your analysis was done properly. All right. There is a in UCD, as well as in your book, there is a list, a typical system survey type of information that you have to do. And it's pretty straightforward. You can fill it in quickly up here. The general information that you have for the customer, the utility company, which is important for the utility company to know. Because you have to deal with them when it comes to point what? For interconnection. A lot of you guys are going to have to fill what? The utility interconnection requirements, which we're going to talk about it later. Some of the energy used from the customer, where are you going to get it from? If you want to find out how much electrical energy some customers use, what is your first question to them? The electric bill. The electrical bill is part of what? One proof that you have that you can utilize it as a mean of what? On information to calculate its actually used. Okay? And some of the utility companies, they give you that in what? In a monthly basis, so this way you can see the amount of watts or kilowatts that you're using. Okay? The type of system, the permitting authority up here, what town you're dealing with it, types of the system. Do you need a standalone system, utility interactive system, combination of both, any types of, other types of equipment you got to deal with them, any generators, any fuel cells, any other types of system that you may put, okay? And then you're going to obtain what? Some of the area of what? Solar resource and weather data. Where the thing is located. Angle orientation, accessibility, how you're going to get to the place. Then you're going to study the roofing. Is the roof capable? What type of roofing you have? How old it is? It's funny, because what happens is, how many years do they give you a warranty for what? For a roof. A roofer puts a roof. How many? 20 years, right? How much warranty do they give you? What is the life expectancy of a solar panel? What is it? 25, 20, right? What happens if somebody has a roof that is 7 years old and your solar panel is going to last 20 years old? So at some point in time, the guy has to fix the roof while the solar panels are there. Am I right? So what are you're going to do? You're going to go up there, take the solar panels out, fix the roof and put the solar panels back? That's very expensive. Do some of you do that? Of course not. So the chances are, you may have to consult a roofer at that point to bring that. You're nodding your head up here, but when you go to that job, you see the roof. The roof's how old is the roof? 5 years. Okay, it's perfectly fine. Okay, that's exactly what we said. It's perfectly fine. We're going to install a solar system there. And if you have problems into that, you're going to be called. All I'm saying is, you have to do your part of the job right. Because if you're the person, I understand some of you guys work for some people. You do work for your bosses. You do what you're told. When you're in this kind of business, you have to make sure you consider every factor that deals with the responsibilities you're taking. Okay, that's just an example that I told you. Because it's, when you do a roofing, when you check a roof, there's a lot of things that you need to know. Okay? Yes, sir.
You ever hear of a photovoltaic system that rolls out, like a roller that rolls right out to your roof? What do you think about that?
There, you know, we're talking about, like, the question was that there are some There are some photovoltaic systems that you just roll it on the roof and you plug it in and it works. What I think about it, it's perfect. While it works, it's fine. There's a whole analysis, there's a whole analysis they do now for roofing by painting, putting a membrane of plastic in roofing with a white coloring, reflecting rays and absorbing rays to improve the quality of the roof and the temperature variations and so forth. They are the building integrated type of systems that are part of the roofing. This is all new technologies, and if you have the money to do it, you do it. Statistics show some of the benefits associated with them, some of the disadvantages associated with them. My opinion, I like simplistic things and things that have proof that they work. For example, the old times, and some of you guys perhaps are my age, we used to open the car, the front of the car, right? And when you needed to do a tune-up on the car, you open the hood, you took a little chair, you put it inside the hood, you sat down and you did a tune-up, right? Now, we got a problem, you want to tune up, you open the hood, you look it up, you close the hood, and you send it to the thing, right? And then when you needed a part, you used to go any place and buy a replacement part. Now, you cannot do that. So technology has a lot of ins and outs. And anything that is new, you have to, number one, understand it, and you have to be able to analyze it. Yes, sir?
But what you're telling us,
Yeah.
when we do a solar panel roof, we should really inform our customer of the first thing, when have you had a new roof done? Because if we do a roof, and that roof leaks within 2 years, they're gonna be up our rear end. I mean, am I right or wrong?
The question was,
The question is, how old is your roof?
that is exactly correct. When you go up there and you do the initial survey and you see that a roof, that somebody is willing to pay $70,000, $80,000 for a solar system, and its roof, it's ready to fall apart, you have to inform the individual that the roof is a problem, and your solar system, although it's going to be new, you have a constraint of installing it because the roof, it's not considered the right for that particular application. Like, he needs to do something about the roof.
Would it be to our benefit to have a roof man come up and check the roof?
That is correct. That's why one of the main things that we have in here in your survey, unless you know the understanding of roofing and the types of roof and some structural things that needs to be done.
Most electricians don't.
This is why when we first started in this particular class, we're starting it from the bottoms up. It says it's a lot more for electricians when we install a solar system, not only to do the electrical part of the work, but also to understand the structural. So you need to be a mechanical person, a carpentry person, a roofer. If you're physically going to install those things, you have to know how to walk, and you have to take care of the considerations. Yes?
Okay, and the other side of that, most of us, or most roof installations that I've seen are in peak roofs.
Right.
And most of the solar installation goes on one half of the peak roof because the owner doesn't want the solar panels to be in the front of the house, they want them in the back. And no matter if it's north, south, east, or west. Okay, they want it
In the practical sense, yes.
They want it in the back of the house.
They just need some solar energy.
Solar energy, okay. Now, the panels are covering the shingles.
Yes.
So on a 7-year roof, are those panels gonna elongate the roof shingles? Because they're covering it? They're covering it. Are they protecting it? Well, they're covering
That is, okay, the question was whether or not, guys, we don't want to go into this. The question is that the solar panels will cover the roof. If the roof, all I'm saying is, when the roof will really deteriorate less or more or faster because the solar panels are covering it, okay? depending on the environmental conditions, I don't know. They might just let